for our project today, I want you to think about if you could create your own monster, what it might look like. So you're going to combine lots of features to create a monster of your own. Now, I have a bunch of papers to help us out. These are posted in our Google Classroom for eyes, different kind of teeth and mouths. I also have some noses and extra features. Okay, and you can choose to use these papers or you can choose to create entirely on your own. Now for mine, if I were to create a monster of my own, I think I might want something that is fluffy, but also really small. So for that, I think I'm going to make the head kind of big, because I think that's important to have good detail. And he's going to have a teeny tiny body. So he's going to be very furry, kind of like this. And then smaller fuzz for his face around the outside. And like I said, I could choose the details that are here, or I could choose to go a completely different way. I like the idea of having the two different sized eyes here, so I think that's the way I'm going to go. So I might have one that's really large, and then another one that's just kind of smaller. And maybe this monster is just sort of looking to the side. So on both of the eyes, it's going to be looking over this way. I always like to have a reflection mark, so I'm going to make a smaller circle inside there. Have my iris, and then I can choose the color, or not iris, the pupil. I can choose the color of the iris afterwards. And then I could choose a nose from here. I kind of like the idea of having something small and round and cute, so I might go with that one. And just do a small oval and keep a reflection mark at the top so that it looks shiny. So when I color it in, the entire thing will be black except for that mark. Now for the mouth, I think I kind of like this idea, but maybe with square teeth, so I might change it a little bit. So I'm also going to make it look kind of fluffy because he's fluffy, so little zigzag lines. And then I'm going to have his mouth open like this, and I'm going to put some square shaped teeth coming up and square shaped teeth coming down. It's looking pretty good so far. And I could add some extra features. So if I wanted to, I could put some horns or some spikes or some antenna or some curls or ears coming out. I think for mine, he might just have two little horns coming out of both sides. So I'm just going to do a curved line that comes up on this side. And this side looks like it might be overlapping a little bit and come down over here. Now, I like mine to be kind of small, so I'm going to give him little belly down here, and then really short legs with some really long claws. I'm going to do the same thing over here, zigzag lines because he's nice and fluffy. Really long claws on his feet. And then some really short hands here with, again, some really long claws. Maybe the other arm is just sort of bent at a side. Now, if you wanted to go further from this, you could add other details, things like wings or polka dots. Maybe you can put shapes on the fur. It's sort of up to you what you would like to do. Once you get this far and you like your monster and you say, yep, if I had a monster, that's what mine would look like, then you can go ahead and trace over all of your lines using marker, just because since we are sharing through a computer, it makes it a little bit easier to see. And then color everything in neatly. So start thinking, what might your monster look like?